Welcome to Metamodern Ideas in B2B Marketing, number 1, the Lasker edition. I'm Scott Stedman, and I am so excited to introduce you to Albert Lasker. Believe in yourself, and believing, strive to learn every day and grow creatively every minute so that you will justify your belief. These were words that Albert Lasker, the great advertising genius, wrote to his daughter Mary on her first day at his agency Lord & Thomas. Chapter 1, What is Advertising? So Albert Lasker was this monumental figure, and he did so many exciting and interesting things throughout his career and his life beyond advertising. But it really all comes back to one very seminal moment when Albert Lasker, as a young 26-year-old up-and-comer at Lord & Thomas, an agency in Chicago, gets handed a note in the middle of the day while he's working. And the note says, if you want to know what advertising is, come to the saloon downstairs. And Lasker goes down and he meets this dashing Canadian ex-Mountie named John E. Kennedy. Kennedy looks at him and goes, "What is advertising?" And Lasker replies, "It's news." Kennedy shakes his head. He goes, "Advertising is salesmanship in print." And those 3 words would change the course of modern advertising forever. Chapter 2, Selling America. So Lasker is obviously energized about this exciting new idea and his exciting new partner. But remember, he's still just a 26-year-old young executive at Lord & Thomas. So they decide to test it out on a small, middling brand that's not doing that well. And the brand sells this. But Lasker thinks, what does the consumer of this brand really care about? And this is already a novel concept, thinking of the psychology of his customer. And they run a campaign that says, let this machine do your washing free. Well, within 6 months, that washing machine company is the 4th largest advertiser in America. It's a smash success. They have to build new factories to churn out washing machines for the demand that this campaign creates. Salesmanship in print is off to a roaring success. And Lasker will go on to transform and build some of the most notable brands in America. For example, California Orange Company comes to him and says, we're viewed as a commodity and we can't grow. Well, Lasker says, let's go from this kind of ad to this kind of ad. We'll build a brand, but more importantly, we'll imagine the way your customer will really want to engage with your product. And instead of just eating oranges, let's create a novel concept like drinking an orange. And thus was created orange juice. And it has become a breakfast staple ever since, and obviously one of the great drivers of growth for the orange industry. Palmolive came to him with a soap, and Lasker said, people aren't just buying this because they want their hands clean. He reimagined an entire new concept of a beauty product. Palmolive would keep your skin soft to keep you beautiful and attractive, and he created this campaign. Lasker had a restless mind, and he passionately explored every aspect of the brands that he worked with. When a cereal company came to him with a brand that was really struggling called Puffed Rice, he explored the way that the cereal was actually created, all of the technology that took a little teeny piece of rice and puffed it up into something that would end up in your cereal bowl. And he realized there was something really interesting that happened. They would shoot incredibly hot air through a pipe to puff up the rice. Well, he realized that this felt like a real technological innovation, and so he created a campaign where cereal was being blasted out of cannons, and it was ridiculed in its time. But sales almost immediately jumped 300%. Lasker had an uncanny understanding of the psychology of his customer, and he brought that to the brands that he worked with. And in doing so, really created the groundwork of modern advertising, which is fundamentally an understanding that consumers engage with brands emotionally. So what's the big insight? Lasker understood that at its most effective, created an emotional connection with his customer. So many B2B marketers are on the wrong side of Lasker. We still view marketing as news, selling features and benefits, product offerings, promotions, things like that, without recognizing the power of generating an emotional connection with our customers. At the Imaginarium, that's what we do. We spark inspired connections between B2B brands and their customers. Please continue to follow us on LinkedIn and check this space out for more editions of Metamodern Ideas in B2B Marketing. Until then, thank you.